My own in-laws did something so cruel to my 7-year-old daughter that even now it makes my blood boil when I think about it. While she was sleeping that night, they cut off chunks of her hair and drew ugly lines all over her face with a black marker so she would look ridiculous at her cousin's birthday party the next morning. Then they clinked their juice glasses together and laughed. Perfect, my father-in-law said. Now she won't outshine our real granddaughter. I stared at them in shock and said, she's just a child. If you didn't want her here, you could have told me. I wouldn't have brought her. My mother-in-law laughed coldly. And miss the fun. I wanted the whole family to see who our real granddaughter is. I ran upstairs to check on my little girl. She was sitting on the bed crying, pieces of her hair scattered all over the pillow. That was the moment I called the police, and the moment everything changed. We had arrived at my in-laws' house the night before because my niece's 8th birthday party was the next morning. My daughter Aisha had been so excited to see her cousin. She had picked out her favorite pink dress and even made a handmade birthday card with glitter and colorful stickers. Since the party was starting early, we stayed overnight in the guest room. Around 8 p.m., I tucked Aisha into bed. She hugged her teddy bear and fell asleep almost immediately. Downstairs, I joined my sister-in-law and my in-laws in the living room. Everything seemed completely normal. My sister-in-law was talking about balloons and decorations for the party. My mother-in-law complained about the caterer being late. My father-in-law quietly watched television. Around 11 p.m., I said goodnight and went upstairs. Before going to sleep, I checked on Aisha. She was sleeping peacefully. The next morning, I woke up to the sound of my daughter crying loudly. I ran into her room. What I saw made my heart drop. Her beautiful long hair had been chopped unevenly. Thick black marker lines were drawn across her cheeks and above her lip like a fake mustache. She was staring at herself in the mirror, sobbing. I picked her up and rushed downstairs. Who did this to my daughter? I shouted. My in-laws were sitting at the dining table drinking tea like nothing had happened. My sister-in-law was helping her daughter put on her birthday dress. My mother-in-law smiled. We made a few adjustments last night, she said casually. My father-in-law raised his cup and laughed. Now she won't stand out next to our real granddaughter. For a moment, I couldn't even process what I was hearing. She's just a child, I said angrily. My mother-in-law shrugged. And our granddaughter is the pride of this family. Your daughter isn't. My sister-in-law didn't say a single word. She just kept fixing her daughter's hair bow like everything was perfectly normal. I took Aisha upstairs, grabbed our bags, and walked straight out of the house. Then I called the police. When the officers arrived, they checked the security cameras outside the house. The footage clearly showed my in-laws sneaking into the guest room around 2 a.m. They were taken into custody that same morning. My sister-in-law screamed at me for ruining her daughter's birthday party. But at that moment, the only thing I cared about was my daughter sitting in the car, quietly wiping tears from her face. The case eventually went to court. My in-laws claimed it was just a harmless prank. The judge did not find it funny at all. They were convicted of emotional abuse and harassment of a minor. My sister-in-law testified in their defense. She insisted they were loving grandparents and that I had overreacted. After that day, I cut all contact with her. It's been 3 years since that night. Aisha is 10 now. Her hair has grown back long and beautiful again. But sometimes she still remembers that morning and asks why her grandparents hated her so much. I never have a good answer for that. But one thing does give me peace. The day they tried to humiliate my daughter in front of everyone was the same day they destroyed their own reputation forever.